Good evening, it's your man Earl. We are day 45, episode 45, February 14th. And as usual, CEO scriptures on you.
Ecclesiastes 11 verse 1 Sell your grain in the market or seed. After a while, you might earn something from it.
You might earn something from it. Today's subject matter is risks. Life is full of risks. The reality of it is you are going to have to deal with and take some and calculate risk at all levels, at all endeavors in life. So you might as well get over this idea that you can accomplish your dreams, goals, and aspirations by playing it safe. Not the case. Tonight we're in David Green's book, Hobby Lobby. $600 startup to a multi-billion-dollar operation. And he's talking about taking risk. And as usual, we do book review. You know what today is. It's episode 45, 50 books this year, on average once a week. And every book that we review is available in the bookstore. So tonight we're talking about taking risks. You got to get over, and you must start to understand that taking risks is a part of life. You've heard these statements before. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. One of my favorite ones, why not go out on a limb? Isn't that where the fruit is located at? You better believe it is. But here's the thing about life, in marriage, in relationships, in parenting, and having a corporate career path. You have to try to do what? Minimize all of the downside potentialities and possibilities in your risk taking. You can't get rid of them all, but you can do what? Start doing the diligent homework. So when you do have to take risks, they are what? Calculated risks. The only way to grow your organization is through taking risks. Okay? I'm going to say it again. The only way to grow your industry, your business, your organization is by taking risks. You might need startup capital. Yep. You might need to go to a bank. Yep. You might need to go to friends and family. Yep. You might need to raise some capital. Yep. You might need to go get some investors. Yep. You might need to get a strategic partner. Yep. Notice all the answers are yes, yes, and I'm going to do it again. Yes. All require some level of risk taking. You got a good idea, put together some samples. You got a great service concept, do 2 or 3 customers on the house. All risky. And the most important risk that nobody wants to deal with is the risk of being rejected. Yep, you're going to get that too. Get over it. You want to write a book? Start writing. It's risky. You want to do a play? That's right. Start writing the script. It's risky. You want to open a business? Better believe it. It is risky. And some point in time, if you deal with risk appropriately, if you calculate your business appropriately, you can start to put away what we call profit and start developing what we call cash flow. You can't climb the corporate ladder unless you apply for the job. Risky once again. Could you get fired? Yep. Been there, done that. I'm going to say it again. Can you get fired? Yep. I've been there and done that. Let me give you a free one. Companies don't keep the best people. They keep the people that do what they want them to do. So don't think that because you get fired somewhere or laid off somewhere that you're the worst guy on the job. Not the case. Companies are looking for people that will do what they want them to do at every level. Back to the subject at hand. Risk is the name of the game at some point in time in business and at some point in time in your career. Well, how do you develop the confidence to deal with risk? By doing the disciplined hard work every day. Sooner or later, you're going to have to commit. And if not, then it'll be an expensive pastime. A couple of points and we're done for tonight. Risk or risking is not the same thing as gambling. I'm going to say it again. To take upon risk, to get risky in business, is not to do the same thing as gambling. Most people, rookies, novices, put the two together in the same category. They are not. Let me give you a stark difference. When you gamble, you have absolutely zero control and influence over the outcome. Somebody goes out, for example, will buy a lottery ticket, and you have no input or influence on the outcome of those little ping pong balls that they draw out of the air machine. That is gambling. Okay? You buy a ticket and you hope for what we call good luck. Very different from risk. When you do or when you take a risk or when you participate in a risky endeavor, you can control at least some of the core factors. Risk, when properly applied, you have some of the factors that determine your destiny. AKA, risk, you have some control in your hands. Start a business, you know how much rent's going to be. You start a business, you know how much the internet's going to be. You start a business, you know how much material is going to be. You start a business, you know what the margins ought to be. See, those things you can control. That's not gambling. That's what's called risk. And the stronger you do that, the stronger you have in making your risk turn out to be a positive outcome. Don't be the guy that gets out of his league. Don't be the guy that gets into something because you are starting a business. No, you're not starting a business. You're simply gambling because you have no control over the outcome. That's not an entrepreneur. Okay? Don't confuse the two. Do not confuse the two. And by the way, when you do and when you participate in risky maneuvers and risky business decisions, sometimes you have to learn instead of lose. Things may not go always the way you want them to be. Learn from it. Don't lose from it. Learn from it. Learn what your core business is. Learn how you make your money. Learn what exactly you have to do to get the job. Learn what you have to do to climb the corporate ladder. Don't sit there and lose when things don't go your way. Learn when things don't go your way. Okay? Say it again. Learn from the things that don't go your way. Do not lose from the things that don't go your way. Risk is a part of life. Risk is a part of business. Risk is a part of life. Understand what you're risking. Put together the proper calculations to run the numbers. Do the P&Ls. profit and loss, put together the pros and cons, 2 columns on a sheet of paper, and make the best decision assessing what the risk level is. God bless you. God keep you. It's your man Earl, day 45, episode 45. Risk it all. Peace.